Time to take a closer look at this jet dryer blower air duster I bought some weeks ago on Amazon. Besides the actual air blower, the box contains some brushes, a charging cord, and 3 different nozzles. One for focusing the air, one for inflating balls and stuff, and one for blowing while brushing. There are 3 different settings: low, medium, and high, as well as a dial mode function that lets you set a custom strength. Blowing away sawdust and shit surely isn't going to be a problem with this thing. Now we'll see how the focus nozzle does compared to no nozzle. The strength is quite impressive, much stronger than what I was expecting. This one I won't be needing ever as it's meant for inflating things, but let's see how it acts anyways. It seems to struggle to get the air out of the small holes, and it's getting warm pretty fast. It does say on the sales page to only use the first speed while inflating though, so I guess the higher speeds generate too much airflow for the small holes to let out, so it all backfires and escapes through the intake instead, leading to overheating. This nozzle had a very strong air focus too. So that was the contents of the box. Now let's do some more playing around with it before I see how long the battery lasts on the various settings. Let's pretend this fresh snow is sawdust and see how that goes. No problems with the fresh snow at least. The rest of the snow is old and hard, so for that I would need a hammer. This is for a later project. It's gonna be a driftwood shelf when it's done. That's some weird fucking balloons. So the air duster spray seemed to be stronger straight out the nozzle for a couple of centimeters, while the electrical has a whole lot more long range and width power. For small super-focused cleaning, the spray can with the straw nozzle will be more effective than the electrical. For larger areas and heavy-duty cleaning, the electrical one will be the best. My dog's sheepskin could use a little air dusting and fluffing too. Supposedly, the fan has a top speed of 300,000 rounds per minute, which I don't doubt since the airflow is very powerful, and I do notice it has a quite strong air intake on the back. This thing can be used in infinite ways. It smells like shit now, but luckily I always keep a bottle of pre-poo spray on me. Ah, that's better. Fresh lemon scent. Pre-poo citrus spray, in case you need to take a shit around strangers. Besides blowing away sawdust, cleaning my tools will be the main thing I'm going to use this air blower for. Unfortunately, I don't have any messy tools to try them on as I always keep them pretty clean. But this little gadget will make that job a whole lot easier in the future. That should be enough testing. Now it's time to see how long the batteries last before wrapping this up. Alright, the air blower is fully charged. Now let's try to get this out of the way as quickly as possible as this video is starting to drag out. I wonder if pudding made out of milk and coffee will be any good. Oh fuck, that is probably way too much. Ew, gotta pour some out and water it down. It needs some sweetener too. Oh fuck, that is probably way too much. "10 minutes has passed and it still have 4 out of 4 on the power indicator. This didn't work out as planned. Let's try that with pure water later. It's been over half an hour and still no change on the power indicator. It took 1 hour before it went down from 4 to 3. I'm not going to look at it for another potential 3 hours, so let's just assume the battery lasts for 4 hours on the lowest setting. This was insanely good. It's quite low on calories too. This didn't work out very well either. The heat source is too strong and focused, so the plastic doesn't get cooled down fast enough by the water. Thus it melts and tiny holes are made. Let's try this with a paper cup instead. Oh fuck, that is probably way too much. "13 minutes has passed, and the air duster is down to 2 lights now on the indicator. The paper cup doesn't get holes when heated because the water inside absorbs the heat, keeping the paper's temperature below its burning point. Unlike plastic, paper doesn't melt, so it remains intact as long as there's water to cool it. Plastic doesn't absorb heat effectively because it has a low heat tolerance and melts at relatively low temperatures, around 70 to 260 degrees Celsius depending on the type. The flame from the gas burner is extremely hot and concentrated, causing the plastic to melt at the contact points before the water inside can distribute the heat and cool it down. The air duster is out of power. It lasted for around 21.5 minutes on continuous use before it was drained. I'm gonna eat the shit out of this and the 2 bowls of pudding now. So after running it at the highest speed for 13 minutes, the battery is dead. Along the way, I turned it on and off 2 times to restart it as it felt like the power was getting weaker, and after a reset, it felt more powerful again. This leads me to believe that it has some built-in overheating protection function like super bright flashlights do, which only runs at the turbo mode for a short duration before it drops down to prevent it from overheating. Without some instrument to measure wind current, I cannot confirm that though. nor can I conclude how long it runs on the actual highest setting. It does, however, run long enough for most cleaning tasks, and after a restart it's back at full power. Overall, I'm very happy with this gadget. I have had it for a month now and used it quite a lot already. It is way more powerful than I imagined, and the battery runtimes have never been an issue as I only use it in short bursts. It won't fully replace spray cans as they are more efficient for tight spots with the straw nozzle. But over time, this air duster will earn itself back as I can greatly reduce my spray can usage.
Hey,